in India, when I went for shopping to buy some clothes or some other things, after the shopping, the shopkeeper will ask, "Do you want a proper bill or without bill?" If you want a proper bill, you have to pay tax. And if you don't want to pay tax, so your amount will be less. So naturally, we don't get the proper bill, we don't pay tax, we pay less bill, less amount, and we get the things. Many people don't want to pay tax. They want to buy things with less money, more things. But in today's gospel, Jesus is teaching about how to pay tax. What is the duty and responsibility of a person to pay tax to the temple or to the state? So as a good citizen, Jesus is going to pay tax, and he's paying tax for his disciples as well as for himself. In the first part of this gospel, we find Jesus predicts about his passion, death, and resurrection as a Messiah. In the second part of gospel, we find Jesus being a good citizen of the country. He is ready to pay tax, even though there are so many possibilities to escape. But he said to Peter, "You go and cast your fish hook, and you will have a fish. Open the mouth, and you will find a shekel and pay for you and for me." So here we find there is also a miracle. The miracle here is the tax collectors came and asked Peter. But when Peter came to Jesus, before the conversation, Jesus is talking about the tax. It is not Peter said that the tax collectors are asking me, but it was Jesus one who said before the conversation. So there is a prediction. So Jesus knew as the Messiah, as the prophet, what is going to happen. And the second miracle we find here, they are going to get a shekel from the mouth of a fish. So this is another miracle. So in the gospel, Jesus is proving that he is the true Messiah as well as he is a true citizen. And today what we learn from today's gospel is that let us try to support the temple or the church or the state paying tax. But very often, how many people are paying tax sincerely? Even though people have got millions of rupees, they want to escape. Then how the country will run? Maybe in the first world countries, people are obliged to pay the tax. They can't cheat. But in the third world countries, it is very difficult. Even the rich people are not able to pay the tax because they want to accumulate more wealth. Let us pray today in this Mass that we may become a good citizen, so that we may become a good disciple, so that we may become a good believer. May the good Lord bless us and help us to understand the true meaning of our duties and responsibilities. Thus, we may become a good believer of Christ.